Alrighty. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing GT5 online. Man, I gotta play. Are you fucking kidding me? We're in this fucking session? I figured that we're gonna possibly be in one because, bro, I mean, he invited me to an invite only session. I'm like, bro, apparently you invite me to a public session. Fuck that. I ain't gonna play with other online players because just the way they act in missions and like they just leave whenever. I mean, I don't necessarily like to leave a mission. You know, I'm gonna mention Angel. Hold up. But without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. We're gonna do the heist, and I'm gonna play Fortnite afterwards with him and GT5. Excuse me, not GT5. The Walk into Season 2. Yo, you invited me to a public session. Yeah, but it's all good. I'll be sure to invite you to mine. Cause I don't necessarily like playing with online players on GT5.
No, I didn't know.
No, you're good, you're good. But I'm pretty sure they don't talk, cause whenever I joined a session back then, they used to. Unless I gotta continue playing within the session, then they'll possibly talk. But bro, I'm looking forward to GT6 chat. Like, GT6 online's gonna be badass. If there's good ass heist, guards are weak as hell and they're not hard. Not in that way. I'm saying like the armor's hard. Then like, that'd be badass. Me and Angel wouldn't have to be rage baiters. Well, crashing out. I used to be a rage baiter. The difference between crashing out, rage baiter means you constantly rage. Crashing out means like you just get angry, but you're not constant. Like, you remember him and I did that helicopter one? We weren't like, we were holding in that, like, we were crashing out. Rage baiting meaning we're constantly like that when we're not gonna die constantly. You know, Andrew? Or should I mention, Yaramin? Alright, I'm about to head to my apartment, but let me invite my homie, Andrew. But yeah, chat, I wouldn't mention his last name, even though you won't even know his SSN, because either way, there's certain reasons. But Andrew, you gonna mention why you don't want me to mention your last name on stream? You mentioned you don't want me to mention your last name on stream for what reason? But how if you don't give the SSN? Yeah, but I didn't post my SSN online. Well, isn't my user my last name under my gaming channel name, even though I didn't mention my real name on my channel? Yeah, I get what you're referring to. But I don't like when people say, oh, don't mention my name, like, or excuse me, when they're like, oh, could you not mention my name on stream? I'm like, that's just your first name. Anybody can have that name. But I'm pretty sure they think, like, I'm pretty sure they have that either PTSD or fear of being hacked when they're not necessarily gonna get hacked, you know? But hey, it's all good. I'm not that type of person to disclose my homie's information. And plus, you know what my girl mentioned to me? My ex-girl, actually, not Amber, my ex-girl, Amanda. Cause she used to be my sub on my old channel, whatever, and I'm gonna be honest, like, she was a bitch to me, she cheated on me, cause she likes to go for looks. She didn't necessarily learn the aspect of personality, and my homie Ra'ad, I mentioned to you about him, he's my Chaldean homie, which he's like 17, so he's gonna be 18 next year, which overall it's all good, cause him and his homie, like we were homies since middle school, and when I was in high school, he was in middle school, and then I transferred to another high school. When he got to high school, I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I never transferred to Stevenson. I wish I was at Sterling Heights High School, and I just went to, well, even though I didn't necessarily want to head to UConnect in the first place, to, you know. Oh yeah, I hate that school. Bro, that's why I hate high school. I could have had a perfect high school, but I'm hoping my daughters and son can have a perfect high school in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, I'm gonna head to my apartment. only invite me to my thing, cause the more I talk, I mean, yeah, cause whenever I'm like stressed or anxious, like I go like, oh fuck. No, yeah, I'm not gonna invite you to. I figured you would, you know. But no, so yeah, him and I were homies, and he mentioned to me to leave that girl's ass, and I'm like, shit. I mean, I'm not cheating. I'm just leaving her ass, cause like, no, cheat, bro. Why would I beat a girl? No, leave her ass. No, cause she got abused by. I'm not gonna mention full details, but she got abused by her dad, which I didn't necessarily like her dad either, because like he was mentioned to. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic because it's something like sexual. I don't want to mention much details on stream. Hold on, give me a minute, chat.
You my dude, right?
from junior high.
Mm.
The one I said got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, he's a good-looking dude.
Who exactly?
Michaela's husband.
Mm. I straight going out with dropping people.
Listen, I'm not gay. I'm not gay when I said that.
Bro!
Bro, why is Annabelle flirting her ass? The fuck?
Oh, apparently it's Miss Kelly,
Who?
the bus driver, for our internship.
Wait, is it your bus driver?
All of us apparently.
Oh.
I mean, who knows? But I'd say so.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Rey Mysterio's daughter, Alea,
How old is she? In her 20s?
so happy birthday to Alea Mysterio, who turns 24 today.
Damn, she's like close to your age.
Yeah.
Wait, was she with Buddy Murphy or that was in the storyline?
Storyline.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, they DN, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't necessarily like flirtatious. Like they were just like. But hey, does friend zoning mean like stealing the person's friend or being more than friends? Friend zoning.
So, friend zone, it means like your crush, you ask your crush out on the, like, to be boyfriend, girlfriend, and she says no. She says no, oh, you've been friend zoned. Or like, oh, I only like you as a brother, nothing more. You got friend zoned.
Oh, meaning you got rejected?
Yeah.
Mm.
Bro, you know how many times I got rejected?
Possibly you would know how much I got rejected, like thousands of times.
Bro, I got rejected, so honestly, like 31 times. And after that,
By males and females?
what the fuck do you mean, males?
Like guys.
No, I know. What are you trying to call me? Gay? I'm not gay.
Oh, my bad! Girls, yeah, girls. Like 31 times?
Wait, whoa. Wait, you thought that was gay?
No, no.
Why did you refer to that?
Just wondering if, like, who you got rejected by as.
Okay. But I got hit on by guys too. But
The fuck?
yeah, but like girls, yeah, girls girls they rejected me, and after that I was like, you know what? I don't care.
Mm.
I'll be back.
Right. Hold up, chat, my bad. Yo. Yo, I may possibly head to Washington, D.C. next year.
With who?
By myself, because I'm going to convince the U.S. government. You know what I'm going to possibly convince them? For me to most likely be a, vice president. At like a young age. Well, I'm looking forward to that, chat. Before I even be president, I'll be VP. Bro, my controller's oily. Yes, sir, yee, for sure. I'm going to my cousins. I'll be sure to watch the live, yee. Both of them out, yee.
Why?
Hopefully I'll have plenty of money to pay for prom. If I go, what is your bus number, bro?
They were sleeping together?
128. You can't
Well, that's contagious.
necessarily...
I'm so sorry. See you at the funeral.
Oh, girl, you meant to see you at the funeral? Nah, I'm playing. She's talking about someone else, chat. I ain't gonna beat an NPC like that, come on. Beating an NPC when they mention see you at the funeral is fucked, because then they're gonna be at the funeral as well. They're gonna be put in the funeral. But yeah, I'm gonna attend every funeral, chat, so just know. So I'm gonna possibly ensure that I'm not depressed.
Hey,
Cause I read the Bible, so you all know that I won't be crying at the funeral. But hey, crying knowing that they won't be in person with me within the timeline, because they'll be rest in peace for thousands of years until the rapture. But those who are sinners, tribulation. Cause I'm pretty sure the space rocks. So my biblical theory, it's a bunch of biblical theories, chat. Impairing angel hung up or whatever. My thoughts and what I know exactly, or what exactly know for a fact, is the space rocks are either broken from certain planets that got destroyed, or from. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Who knows?
You owe me a phone call.
My dad mentioned he doesn't necessarily know my mom. I'll be sure to mention to her like when she gets home later today. Hold on, chat, give me a minute. I'm gonna mute myself for something real quick.
if I don't return this,
What the fuck? You black. I was gonna say the word because I'm not like that. I was gonna say you black motherfucker. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention something as well about Mike Tyson. I was gonna be like, cause you remember I was gonna mention something. I was like, oh shit, like you know. But no, I was gonna mention like you better not be commenting saying, oh, because he's black. Nah, bro. And yeah, you all can notice his ear was like, it's like Mike Tyson, like himself, the Mike Tyson, just bit his ear off apparently. But I just refer to him as Mike Tyson because you know his name is Mike. Back then though, I was wondering like, I'm the Mike, not you. But hey, anybody can have that name over. You know what I mean? But Andrew didn't necessarily answer my call. That's fuck. It's all good though. Learn how to drive, bitches. Motherfucker. I'm gonna consider heading to the arcade. Bro, I am looking forward to having kids. Like y'all can't necessarily imagine how excited I am overall to have a kid overall. But before I even like, oh yeah, I was gonna watch a video like where I mentioned about the 7+ and all that. I'll possibly watch it like later today, hopefully. But when it's 12, I gotta head to bed because you know how some parents are. If it was my kids and they started school, I'll mention like sleep anytime, like. Or what if they don't sleep at all? What if they are biologically immortal? You know, they don't have to sleep at all. Because I want to see what it's like to not sleep and my head doesn't hurt. Like I get to imagine that was today hypothetically, which unfortunately is not because apparently. Well, I'll be sure to mention whenever I get a chance. Well, I'll be sure to mention afterward. But what if like hypothetically today, Salvador's like, are you gonna end the stream at 2 o'clock? I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, bro. Or any time because like, well, 2 o'clock. Actually, that would either way I wouldn't necessarily because then people are gonna watch that live stream is gonna take like a very long while for them to complete it, and I don't want them to waste hours of their time, you know. Or they can watch it here and there, but then it's gonna take them days to just complete watching that video, you know. So I prefer if it's like 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours, but But yeah, I was gonna mention because they're arrogant, they think like, oh, they're better. And that they don't necessarily want to find the technology or whatever, which the technology is what's in the earth, and they're slothful. They don't want to, you know, make technologies advance, like find the technology. And then they're greedy. They want to save more and more money and not necessarily use it for the advanced technology, advanced and futuristic technology. Especially for the iPhone, like the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it's like 3 cameras. Like, what the fuck? People are looking for the 4 cameras. And could it possibly be 4 cameras forever? Possibly not, who knows? Who knows, chat?
I'm gonna knock some sense into you.
Fuck you, bitch.
Tell me you saw that shit.
I've been working out since the day I was born, motherfucker. Oh, the cops are apparently on me. But apparently I'm gonna head within this arcade. But then, yeah, that's exactly why, in terms of like being biologically immortal and indestructibly immortal, yeah, I mean. Excuse me, indestructibly, like indestructible, but biologically, like, you know, biologically within the mortal body, yeah, I mean. Hey, yo, what is good? You don't have to necessarily mention yo twice, brother. No offense, but like, yo, what is good, bro? You gotta have that patience, yeah, I mean. Yo, what is good, Salvador? How you feeling, brother? It's currently 5:15 p.m., so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hours, bro. I gotta play plenty of games before I head to bed. I don't want to necessarily take the money out because, you know. But yeah, we're officially gonna do the heist, so.
Hey, hey.
Oh, what's good, Ricky? We're officially doing the shit. Possibly can call Farhan, because he called me, so. Bruh, he mentioned he's gonna call back whenever. Bro, is Angel apparently AFK? I'll possibly have to wait until he's like officially back. Damn, Angel left? What the fuck? Nah, we're not gonna necessarily rob a bank, bro. I specifically mentioned, bro. That is like as part of like the heist within your apartment. The prison break heist, which is within the apartment, and the doomsday is within the facility, obviously. Come on, bro. Ooh. Well, let me take the money out. Hold up. It's building up apparently, but unfortunately there's only 3 heists. That's fucked. That's 3 heists, 3 approaches. So 1 heist. Damn, they're lazy as fuck. Back then. Real shit, fuck that internship. Cause I didn't necessarily want to do the internship, you know. But yeah, Mike Tyson ears are like, you know. Oh, I should have witnessed how much money I have. But yeah, when I have kids. Oh yeah, like I mentioned, when I'm vice president, before I even remove all age requirement laws on exactly the year 2035 and choose a perfect age, as I specifically mentioned on my recent live stream and, you know, last live stream overall, or just overall, you know, like last live stream of GT5 online overall. So I mentioned that. So before I even choose 8, for example, or 10 to drink, unless I could possibly choose 10 on exactly the year 2029, if not possibly 16 or 13 for 2029, which means to ensure that they're mentally mature overall despite the age, or I could possibly choose 13 or 12 or 11, whatever I can negotiate, you know. I mentioned to me like, just do the ongoing research. If they don't, then they're arrogant. They just wanna choose an age requirement without realizing they're just doing research on the wrong note, meaning like it's not necessarily the exact research you're overall doing. You're just researching something that it would seem very bullshit, you know. And they're slothful because they're just lazy. especially when it comes to changing the law, and greedy because the highway funding, like if they lower the age requirement for drinking, like that's fucked. So you have to choose 21. I feel like Ronald Reagan could have situated something. Like he could have figured out like, okay, instead of like making it 18, let's remove it, but ensure that they have to be mentally mature overall because apparently there's plenty of drunk driving and just drunk people being drunk. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, since the 1984. Damn, that's when my uncle was born. I'm gonna mention to my uncle. You realize that the age 21 was a saying when you were born, when Ronald Reagan was a president. Shit, man. Hold on, give me a minute, chat. I gotta mention something to my homie Farhan. But real shit though. And then once it's 2035, I'm gonna remove all age requirement laws and choose a perfect age. So people be like, oh, there's changes. But for WWE, it's gonna be 10 to be wrestler or 8, like if you go through puberty. And for the ratings will be changing as well. But it's just the age requirement would just be lower, and then I'm gonna remove all the age requirement laws on exactly the year 2035, and that it will be permanently illegal to even enforce it. Like for example, if someone enforced age 21 again and without my consent, which either way I would mention, hell no. Even if you have for permission, it's not gonna be a thing because people can be like, what the fuck? Why the 21? Like the future generations are gonna be like, was this a thing in the past? Because they're gonna be like concerned. But I'm gonna ensure that won't necessarily occur because future generations don't necessarily want that shit. Even modern generations, like those current generations, like Gen Zs, I'm a Gen Z, and as a Gen Z, I drank when I was 16 because I'm like, what the fuck, you know? But I feel 13 or 11 would be a perfect age. For now. I mean, I would say 13 for now. What do y'all think? You think 13 for now and then lower to like 8 or 10? Because yeah, 7, you're aware of your mental maturity, but it's just your physical health. Like I want to show when you go through puberty, your organs make room. Even though they're fully formed and fully developed, it's just how much room they're making. Hey! Stop spamming the chat! What did I specifically mention? No offense. Why do I mention raw rims? What exactly are you specifically referring to? What exactly are you specifically referring to when you mentioned that I mentioned raw rims? I'm quite curious. Could you possibly elaborate? But anyway, yeah, I never necessarily mentioned it, but yeah, so like, overall, I'm gonna ensure that when I remove all age requirement laws on exactly the year 2035, it'll be like permanently illegal to enforce, and that will be within the U.S. unless other countries as well follow along within like the U.S. standard. Meaning the U.S. have free will, other countries should as well. In Iraq, there shouldn't be laws specifically associated with Islam. I feel like people should have free will to drink, and it's not haram to drink / sin. Haram isn't. It means sin in Arabic, like in another language. Just like Jesus, his name Yeshua is just another way of saying his name in another language. And people are like saying, oh, don't call God my Jesus because Yeshua. Or don't call him Jesus, call him Yeshua. No, that's just his name in another language. Just like haram means sin in another language. So real shit. They take haram too seriously and the name Yeshua, which specifically means, oh my goodness. Oh, your bro? Well, he's on something. I'm not saying drugs, because, like, that will affect him physically, but, like, overall. Like. Anyway, I get that I'm not gonna put you timeout, because, bro, you have your rights to mention, but I get stress and anxiety when you constantly spam. Just, you know, at this moment of time, so. But no, yeah, it'll be permanently, they'll follow the U.S. standard. Like, when I remove all age requirement laws on exactly the year 2035, it'll be permanently illegal to enforce it overall. Like, for example, if they choose 16 plus for driving again, that'll be fucked, or 21 plus for drinking again, like, that'll be fucked. Like, if I, like, remove it and choose a perfect age and they raise it to 21 where the age requirement is, like, occurred again. Which is fuck, cause that's not a perfect age, and that would be considered an age requirement. If you choose a perfect age, it's more of like the safety for well-being age type. Not an age requirement though, because if I choose 7+ to drink, then it will affect them physically, you know, despite them being mentally mature, you know. Unless it typically depends on the drink, I would say. So 10 for stronger drinks, and 7 for like cocktails or whatever, cocktails and wine or whatever. Depending, because wine is Jesus' blood, like out of my Jesus Christ's blood, and cocktails like a fruity type, and it's not like as strong. But it typically depends. I mean, I say whatever the government feels. You know, because they think like, oh, they're not necessarily mentally mature and they'll fuck up, and they think like, oh, their brain is continuing to develop and they're developing physically. No, as long as they're within a physical developmental phase, will seem reasonable, and the brain is actually fully formed and fully developed after birth. It being fully formed and fully developed within your mid-20s or 25 or whatever, or 30s or 40s is just like fucked. You know, that's a myth. Especially the age 25 or your early 20s is fucked. Because my brain, or everybody's brain, is fully formed and fully developed after birth. If they are a midget, I feel like when you're a midget, you would be at a specific height where your brain is like enlarged, and even though you're not at that exact height, I mean, leave a comment down below. You all think that a midget or a dwarf, well, same thing, they're synonyms. You all think that like dwarfism, which is like a certain type of physical disorder or physical disability. Actually, no, disorder, because disability is associated with mentality. Unless disability is associated with physicality as well. I'm pretty sure your brain is your brain is like at a specific enlargement where, despite it being fully formed and fully developed after birth, you are aware of your mental maturity after age 7, and it will just remain like that, you know. But growth spurt occurs, unfortunately, simply because of that, because our brain is fleshly within our mortal body, but overall, the gift of knowledge through God in my Jesus Christ is what I have overall. Because, like I specifically mentioned on my recent live stream, I have exactly 500 IQ, knows exactly everything, and is equal to exactly infinite IQ. Yara, I mean. You know, like, just overall, you know. So just ensuring that when it comes to drinking or smoking, well, smoking, it's all about your lungs, real shit, and your heart, because it can interfere with your bloodstream. So if you want to vape, smoke weed, smoke hookah, cigars, I mean, depending if they regulate, like, what they add within it, because I noticed that when people smoke cigars, their hair starts to turn gray. Has nothing to do with aging, it, like, increased the aging, so I say it typically depends. I mean, I'll possibly mention to my dad, what's the difference between cigar and a cigarette? Because cigarettes can be banned, so cigarettes, overall, regardless of the age, never. I mean, my homie Farhan did it when he was, like, 8th or 9th grade, but at home, so... But overall, it would fuck you up, cigarettes, because you're gonna age, it would affect your voice. I mean, my dad homie, does it, and hey, it's like a miracle occurred, and I'm like, damn, you haven't aged, like, consistently. Unless he doesn't do it every day, but who knows? I mean, I'm quite curious. Certain people smoke cigarettes, and they're like, oh, very old. It's either that, or they just got an aging curse, compared to like how others age differently. Because I never age. Because I used to vape back when I was 18, and I was like badass. I mean, I possibly could. You know, but overall, like I mentioned, on exactly the year 2029, I'm going to lower some of the age requirements just to see if, like, they're overall mentally mature, regardless of their mental maturity and regardless of their chronological age. Especially the chronological ages I mentioned as well. Yeah, I mean. And on exactly the year 2035, I'm going to remove all age requirement laws and choose, like perfect age. like in terms of like being mentally aware, and that they're overall at a physical developmental phase. But for alcohol and smoking, so for smoking, I would say like 8 or 10, because when you go through puberty, the organs gotta like be enlarged to make room, just like how our brain does. For the neurons, it's mentally to be mentally mature, like not mentally mature, excuse me, aware of your mental maturity overall. But for the physical layer of it, I would say like when you go through puberty, because like, you know, I mean, who knows, but I'm pretty sure like when you're 8 or 10 for boys and girls. I mean, everybody got starting their own pace, but even before puberty, they can overall like the organs are slowly or excuse me, not developing. They're fully developed, fully formed like after birth. But I'm referring to like how they slowly enlarge before puberty or during puberty overall. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I say like 8 or 10 for like in terms of inhaling like weed, cigars, hookah, vape, carts, which is like a weed, like electric vape, but like a weed version, like the weed flavoring of like the weed, marijuana or cannabis. All exact, all synonyms, because they all are like the exact words, same meanings, obviously. And for drinking, same thing, like 8 or 10. Like when you go through puberty, because drinking is more of like your heart, stomach, intestines, and liver. For smoking, stomach, actually no, lungs, but brain, because it goes through your brain, because actually the smoking has like a certain type of chemical where it boosts up something, but you gotta ensure that you don't damage yourself. But hold up, this guy is constantly repeating the chat, which I don't nothing mind, but no, possibly later today, Fortnite. Bro, Angel's currently busy at the moment. I'll possibly call him when I get a chance, bro. Jeez. Stop spamming shit like that. No offense. I mean, he's hyper. I mean, I get hyper as well, but not really as much. Well, sometimes I mention to my homie, I'm like, yee, which means sex in his, like, word. But hold on, I'm gonna meet myself. I was gonna mention something to my homie Farhan, you know what I mean? I mentioned something to my homie Farhan, you know what I mean? Give me a minute. Alright, bro, I'm back. Or, you know, I have to mention something to my homie Farhan. Alright, bro. Alright, bro, appreciate it. I mean, no offense, I get it. Like, I'm not like other people who are like, oh, stop spamming, but, you know, I got stress and anxiety, which y'all know what is associated with, so. But damn, I'm gonna call my homie Angel, because, not because he mentioned, well, either way I'm gonna call Angel. Whether self don't mention it or just overall, so that we can consider doing the heist, because damn, where exactly he's at. He's currently on GT5 Online. If he, like, isn't, like, I'm gonna have to possibly end the stream. Oh damn, he hopped off. Bro, we were gonna consider doing the heist. What the fuck? Like, for real.
My class again. Ugh. Guys, I have Mark W in my class again. Ugh. Did you tell Mike and Amber about Miguel being in your class again? Did you knew that was gonna happen again, Megan? Guys, I have Mark W in my class again. Ugh. Yep. We'll see tomorrow. Are you sure that's our new teacher? Because I thought Bree told me before it was a guy. I thought Bree told me it was a guy teacher. Who? Who do you think the new teacher will be? I wonder who the new teacher will be tomorrow. I told you, be patient. Okay. Are you?
Oh, hold up. Apparently someone's calling me. Give me a minute. Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's good? I'm at the doctor's appointment right now.
That's cool. How's your trip?
It was good. I had a lot of fun with all the
You,
pastor.
so you loved San Diego, like the scenery?
No, it's not San Diego. It's Santa Cruz. Hold on. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, some more south. Okay. Because apparently he mentioned San Diego. It took a while for me to process. But hey, that's another cool city. I never been there. So he enjoyed it, but I'm gonna enjoy the experience. So I went to San Diego. I had to San Diego. I'm pretty sure he passed San Diego or something, but you know it's cool.
My trip was good. Honestly.
So you said Santa Cruz?
What?
You mentioned Santa Cruz?
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. Is it like more southern of San Diego or near San Diego?
It's north of San Diego.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, so pretty much, Pastor Ed and Pastor Chris went to the retreat with us.
Yeah, that's cool.
He was saying that how he was describing like how to become more faithful in Jesus.
And God of my Jesus Christ, exactly. You gotta, like, for those who are the faithful, like, you know, will put the faith in Him. But those who are, like, those who are sinners and they're not aware of their sin, they don't learn about the sins, those are not the faithful. But yeah, he's explained like that those who are the faithful would just have faith in Jesus through their heart, but they have to admit to God faith, God of my Jesus Christ, that I have faith in you. Even though I had faith with you within my heart the day I was born, I shall prove to you through my actions, not my words.
Yeah.
But overall, you know, but hey, considering that you are currently available, like, well, you're at the doctor, but doctors, are you down to play Fortnite later today? Because my internship starts tomorrow, and like I'm not able to play late as usual, like until like the weekends.
Yeah, sure. That works.
So,
I can play some Fortnite.
so we can grind, and then we'll do scene 1 of the roleplay and go according to the script we wrote before. Cause I feel like if we change it, then like my viewers will be like I was looking forward to the script you originally planned. Like if they, cause I mentioned to them about the script and overall and how I show behind the scenes, and they were gonna be. I don't necessarily want certain individuals of my viewers to be confused, you know,
I see.
like my subs.
Makes sense.
So we'll do scene 1 like later today, and if not, possibly tomorrow after.
Yeah, we can do the scene 1 for the roleplay today.
Yeah, let's grind though, cause I haven't been on Fortnite for quite a while, cause you know.
Yeah. Also, I've got to tell you, last Friday, since last Friday I went to the retreat, so I didn't get a chance to tell you, but I got a new character for Genshin.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Congrats.
Yeah. No, it's not a new character, but it's like a returning character that I didn't get the first time when it came out.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
But
And then so I actually want to tell you more about the retreat. Actually, so like, so when you know how, so okay, so pretty much we had a Q&A with the pastor.
Yeah.
The pastor, there were like two pastors.
Yeah.
And then they brought their wife as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
So and I was like, hey, I have a question for Pastor Chris. I know you mentioned about your sermon message about, about like sacrifice and upgrade. So tell me, so like with the current condition I have, like about like applying for a job and like how does it, like for example, like I'm still like searching for a job and how like the difference of like for what I want for my career or like what God wants for my career.
Yeah.
Like, how does it like how do I grow within like God despite that I have my own goals for my like career and God might not align with God's career, God's plan for me, And so they saying like, oh, that's a great question, and glad you asked. And so the answer I'm gonna give you is that despite that we all will encounter like times where God's not really answering, God's not really responding to you because you're in a process that God's giving you, that like pretty much giving you like more time or like giving you more patience about it. But I just
Exactly.
Like, he believes that like it's just like I understand it's difficult during those times where you feel like jobless, but don't let these things that impact you
Like interfere with you, exactly.
interfere with your own goal, but also like at the same time, like continue praying about it, continue like meditate about it, and continue like read the Bible and know more about Him. And so like that's why he recommends like there are times like I definitely see that there are times where you feel hopeless, all that stuff, but it's just continue praying about it and like see what God has planned for you. So,
Exactly.
like, a lot of my friends at church, like Curtis and like other people at Prime, they really clapped for me. They really liked my answer and they really liked how I asked the question. So they really liked it.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Everyone praised me for that.
Yeah, it's greater to have righteous people than those who aren't, but at the same time, even God, Almighty Jesus Christ, like overall God, spent time with sinners, not because He wants to be one, because He's not. He is the holy, just, perfect, and divine in entity, but overall to show that despite them not being forgiven because of who they are, even though we're meant to forgive for majority.
But could you hold up a sec? Hold on.
I'm in.
Sorry, continue. Sorry, my mom called.
No, it's all good. But even though like those who are meant to be forgiven is like in terms of their morality, and that God knows that those individuals didn't mean to sin because I know their character. But those who have no faith in me and it has always been a sinner because of who they are, because of Satan, those are the likely to not be forgiven. Like when he said forgive them, even though they're sinners, even though they won't make it to heaven, for those who he's saying like just go with the flow, but ensure that you're being honest and not just lying and just doing it to doing it for intention, but doing it out of the just, out of His justice. Because certain people they think like, oh, Jesus is not God. Oh, he was just claiming that because he doesn't know, but he is God. When he says the Son doesn't, when he said the Son doesn't know.
Could we talk more? My mom's here.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll talk more. Like just text me about what you're about to say, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'll see you then. Bye bye.
I'll take it easy.
Yeah, for sure.
But apparently my homie Angel is currently busy at the moment, so I'm gonna possibly end it right here. If you want to see more of me playing GT5 online, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat. And yeah, I currently have Snapchat. If you want to consider adding me on Snapchat, my username. I'll be sure to mention my username. And for those who want to add me as well, so my username is so lowercase, so all is lowercase. So lowercase for Eden, like lowercase e for Eden. So Eden underscore Jesus, so lowercase j, what's in the username, and then 01, because God of my Jesus Christ is the number one God of all, and He is all existence overall. So be sure to add that, and if you see my Bitmoji with me having that praying symbol, like it's like I'm praying and praising all those righteous individuals, like overall, and how I'm like what's in Egypt, because Egypt is like either the second country or who knows. But anyway, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see more of me playing GTA 5 online, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat, and yeah, that's cool, bro. W. I feel you should definitely consider having one at a young age when you're 7, because you're at the age where you're aware of your mental maturity, and regardless of your mental maturity and regardless of your chronological age, despite your chronological age overall, because I feel people shouldn't judge you, Salvador, and I feel that you deserve that Snapchat, like my kids are gonna have it at 7 or 8, so. But Andrew's currently busy at the moment, so. Salvador R. You have a Bitmoji? Before I end it, though, I gotta consider adding you. Salvador R. Okay, I added you. Apparently, you have like a money symbol. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna end right here. Like I mentioned specifically, if you want to see more of me playing GTA 5 online, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat. Before I consider ending it, though, let me ensure that if you got my user, it's Eden underscore Jesus 01. So you would consider getting that shit as well. And apparently, the guy who had beef with me yesterday or last night, when I was mentioning like, oh, I'm mentally older because I'm highly intelligent, because like I specifically mentioned, I have exactly 500 IQ, knows exactly everything, and is equal to exactly infinite IQ. Yeah, I mean, which is fucked. Like, you remember that beef was the Kodak person I was mentioning about? Fuck him for what he did overall. Hold on, I'm gonna respond to his chat, but anyway, I'm gonna end the stream, so take it easy.